the two-part documentary Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade, premiered on HBO Max. Depp vs. Heard, The Trial of the Decade, the miniseries plot, is based on Amber Heard's Johnny Depp account of a court case that the public has been allowed to follow because of access to the actor's legal team. Summary of the TV series Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade. In contrast to the first production, the documentary series Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade chronicles a new trial involving the tumultuous divorce from Heard that resulted in libel and famous Hollywood actor Johnny Depp. In the following documentary, we witness the actor's battle to clear his name after losing the London trial. Viewers can follow Depp's quest to clear himself of all accusations step by step thanks to the records and access to his attorneys. This two-part documentary explores the interactions between the attorneys on both sides of the case as it follows their behind-the-scenes activity in the courtroom during the trial. Cast and creators in Depp vs. Heard, The Trial of the Decade. A court case for defamation is the subject of the documentary series Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade, which centers on actor Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard. They play a significant role in this two-part documentary, along with the attorneys. When will the documentary Depp vs. Heard, The Trial of the Decade air? HBO Max will debut the featured series Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade. We can also view the earlier record pertaining to the same divorce case there. The documentary's debut will occur today, or on February 23, 2023. The show has 1 season and 2 episodes available on the HBO Max platform. Thoughts on the series Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade. The series Depp vs. Heard, The Trial of the Decade may be most appealing to those who enjoy documentaries, particularly those that focus on the lives of celebrities and famous people. The show follows the life and career of one of the most well-known Hollywood actors, and it is likely to be appealing to HBO Max viewers who watched the previous version. Depp vs. Heard, The Decade's Greatest Trial, Books. Depp vs. Heard, Trial of the Decade, which is based on actual events, depicts a divorce proceeding that resulted in slander. The series was not, however, based on the novel. There are numerous books about this actor, nevertheless. The Johnny Depp book is one of them. Susan Lander's recording of Johnny Depp.